Hey, welcome back. It's episode 2. Still got the same hat on because I'm trying to do some of my taping in the same day, same night. Do this on a late night because I like the privacy, the quiet. It's easy to reflect and think. During the hustle and bustle of the day, it's kind of hard to really, you're thinking about different things you're going through, meaning me. Trying to put this book out here. Not interested in money. I'm just really just trying to spread a message and just be a good example and be remembered for something different. Everybody's trying to get a record deal. I just want to play music for people and be noted for it. And if I make money, that's awesome. I love the music I make. I've been doing this for 3 years, pretty much where I was satisfied. Where I was like, hey, I'm gonna really try to do this. And I created this whole style of blues that I haven't heard anywhere, but at the same time, I don't listen to a lot since I've been creating my own music. I have become like anti anybody's music, and it's only because I don't want to contaminate whatever the gift is inside me that's coming out. So, and it's just expression, and it's cool. It's an awesome responsibility to, you just all of a sudden find yourself like, hey, you should sing right now because you got a song perfect for this moment, or just being somewhere and seeing somebody sat down and you can cheer them up and get a few ego points out of it. And I'm glad I'm a Leo because that really helps motivate my desire to be all out in the open, to be judged by somebody and ridiculed or put under scrutiny. Nobody needs that, but I don't mind because I love myself. So I hope everybody did the challenge that I just put out there. Like I said, this is tape 2, episode 2 of the show I like to call Just Talking to Dizzy. Later on in the season, towards December, I like to be able to do some one-on-one interviews or some kind of conferencing with using some technology where you don't have to be in the same place, and just talk about issues and stuff that are going on that nobody's talking about, that people want to sit down. All those vibes and all that stuff's cool, and there's a lot of information out there, but you just want to sit down and just talk to somebody about something that's important, bounce some ideas, so you can create your own opinions about what's going on in society and the world and how it affects you, you know what I'm saying, and just keep it real and know that it's being put out there in a way so that other people who have something to say, not just people who want to hear it, but people, I just want people to be comfortable and say what you gotta say, but and keep it real. All that being funny and all that stuff is cool, but just some serious stuff is going on out there, and we all need to be aware of what to look for. Because my initial hope and goal in this whole thing is to just form a known network of people and individuals who are on the same level of thinking. People that are gonna vote kind of the same, without all that. You're gonna know just intelligent people. And anybody, I don't care who you are, I got nothing but love for you. I've never judged a person based on first impressions or anything like that. I like to get to know people in a way, and I can understand a lot of things. People have confessed a little too much stuff to me. I don't know why. I'm a magnet for people's confessions. But at least it's been nothing like I murdered somebody or something crazy like that, so I don't have to worry about, and I'm an honest person, but, it's hard to be honest and not a snitch. You just really have to be honest with whoever's asking you questions and be like, I'm not going to tell you anything because that's not, my testimony is not valid. All I'm doing is telling you what affected me the most based on my past history, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm going to remember anyway, so I would not like to be in a position, and being from Chicago, you don't want to see too much, believe me. I used to trip out how kids all gather around and want to see a fight, but the actuality and reality is, if you witness something going down in Chicago, you might become a victim and not just a spectator. So, but Chicago's got a lot of shit going on right now that I'm not too thrilled with. This color line shit is very serious. It's a disease. It's a mentality. It's a program that I see us in the future just really getting over it. I mean, I don't know. I have a lot of opinions. I think right now in America, the most beautiful species is the black man and the white woman are portrayed as the most beautiful, and I think that's cool. The black woman and the white man are the strongest. You know, white men spend a lot of time, you know, shaping this country and making people do shit. But if they could make people do shit that was a little bit better, so we could all benefit from one another, use that same raw control mechanisms that they have and ability to just, not flinch in the face of confrontation. You know what I'm saying? It's a unique talent that I attribute to the white race. You know, you can wear the same pair of shoes for 6 years because you're saving money, and just different ways that they look to the future. And any impoverished people or any poor people are just living day to day. So we have a very hard time scoping out a future that's comfortable enough for us to kick back and just enjoy life and be who we are. So, but it's There's a lot of shit going on. I have a lot of opinions that I like to just throw out. I'm not trying to convince anyone, although I am enthusiastic when I find a few people that understand what I'm saying, at least. If you could even stomach some of the stuff that I say, if you're powerfully religious and you're trying to convert people, I think that's commendable, but you also have to understand that we all came here with nothing in our heads, something on our hearts, and a body that couldn't do much of nothing but just grow. So it's important that you understand that anything that you know now, you were told or you saw it for yourself. So think about that. The things that you believe in the most have not really been your experience. They've just been something you were told. And in the day and age that we're in right now, in the Aquarian, which is the ages are basically the horoscope chart going backwards, though the counter progression of however it goes when you use your astrology for your signs, for Leo, this and that and the other. And basically the whole secret to everything I've unraveled in that symbol. I mean, in the clock itself. 12 is like a really major number because 3 is a really major number. And anything that 12 is compatible with, you can get to with 3. So, which is it's the whole Trinity. It's H2O. It's the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. It's the 3 components. It's the solid. It's the gas or spirit. Solid being your body, and then the mind. The one element, the water. That flows. It runs on oxygen, which is a gas. And water needs gas. Water is oxygen too. So there's many fascinating things that you learn to incorporate. Science to me is just a way of putting a name on different events and different particles that are involved, in combining to make up molecules. I mean, science just breaks shit down and puts it into words, and that's as far as I use it. It's not the truth, because the simple fact is the English language is the biggest lie you ever told, because every word can be misconstrued in some kind of way, and I think it's fascinating that nobody really seems to care. I mean, I'm not saying we should all go learn Greek, but the Greeks, from my understanding, I don't speak any of it, but I talk to people, and I've come to the conclusion that they don't really have any words in the Greek language that would lead you to tell a lie. So think about that. But yeah, I could say what I'm saying right now, and there's like 5 different translations that people are going to get, because it's all based on emotion and what they're feeling at the time when they hear something. Very rarely do you unlatch yourself from your particular environment and hear something whole. And if we could do that, if it was something funny, some people would be into it. If it was something dangerous or crazy, other people would be into it. So, but I'm here to let you know that there's 3 pieces of you. You have your mind. It's supposed to be sharp. Some of us don't. Some of us are unfortunate. There's handicapped. There's retarded. There's Riri's out there. um, don't love them any less. You know, at some point in your life, you just become grateful for everybody in their position that they played, even if it was a fucked up role in life. You know, because somebody has to do it, and that somebody could just as well be you, unless you learn to take control of your life and just stop feeding on what the government is telling you. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: every object that you own in your home, you're a slave to. You can't go nowhere. You can't leave that shit behind. You know. So if you really want to set yourself free, you might want to think about releasing the love that you have for your objects and aim that love at some people, and you'll understand what I'm saying. So anyway, that's all the time I have right now. You guys have a blessed day, and see you tomorrow.